It's mysterious in nature. It's sexy. It's gothic.
That's kind of been the theme so far, I think.
Sexiness?
Sexy,
Yeah,
gothic, academic, sexy. Mostly sexy.
What are you tagging a porn video? Sexy, academic, gothic, sexy.
Hashtag sexy gothic, hashtag academic,
Yeah.
hashtag sexy academic.
Welcome to the
Around.
advisory. Wow.
Welcome.
Australia's best, sexiest advice podcast.
Oh.
You're looking for Australian advice that's sexier? Go f yourself. It's sexy. Let's keep it sexy. David, dating update. How has it been going?
Let me say this. The
Yeah.
profile is strong. And the profile,
The profile's very strong.
much like Icarus, has had some
Uh-huh.
consequences being so strong.
Oh no. What's happened?
Well, I'd been on a lot of dates.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Well, for me, a lot anyway. But there's always sort of a fresh supply of more. And so it really becomes a
Heinous
sort of-
description.
it's
Heinous description. But yeah, continue.
okay. Didn't realize I was gonna get judged. Forgot that this is the show that we do for a second. Thought I was talking to my friend James.
Well, you made it sound like a meat market for a second there, and that's why I hated it with every fiber of my being. Okay, these are complex. These are complex individuals searching for love.
You've preempted where I'm going with this, which is that having that level of influx on the app itself has engendered a certain attitude with the app, which is exactly what you just said.
It's
making
altered
me
your
into-
interaction.
It's making me into like a weird, like, oh well, there'll always be another one. Like I've become
Oh my
the
God.
worst person
You've commodified human beings is basically
Yeah.
what you've done.
through a little app on my little piece of glass.
Now, when you say that though, when you say there's always going to be another one, are you looking at that in terms of FOMO? Are you sitting on a date with someone and you're thinking, it's not 100% perfect, you know, I can't keep it going with this person. I'm missing out on, you know, the other people in the dating pool. Is it a FOMO thing? Or is it like who gives a shit? There'll always be another one type of thing.
It's the latter, because I don't really get FOMO. Like that just isn't built into my character.
Okay.
And it's the weirdest thing. I catch myself thinking it, and I have to be like, focus, be present.
Awful. Awful. What do you mean you catch yourself thinking
What do you
it?
mean?
You should be on dog when you're on a date with someone. Be interested in them. Be
trying.
curious.
I'm trying.
Try to learn about them.
I'm trying. It's fucking brain. Okay, well, actually, on the dates themselves, that isn't what I'm thinking. But it's the planning the date and stuff. And if I'm like, oh, this is getting too complicated, it suddenly is just like, oh, whatever, the next one. And it's fucking brain poison. This app is like ruining my brain.
Maybe you can like, if there is such an onslaught of ladies, which doesn't surprise me, to be honest. We crafted.
You guys fucking nailed it.
Maybe Brisbane's best Hinge profile. We don't know. We have no data to prove it. But because we don't have any data to prove it, we don't have any data to disprove it. So I'll say it again.
Could be the world's best.
Let's go. Let's keep it small. Let's keep it small. Brisbane's best Hinge dating profile. Okay.
Sellable lie.
Could you not just could they be less involved? Could it be a drink? Could it be a coffee? Could it be
no, sorry. I don't,
a muffin? Could it be a croissant? You know?
A wee.
A little croissant date?
A little croissant?
Yeah.
Have a little bit of pastry?
Yeah. You say me and you. How about a little croque madame?
Oh.
You know, that type of don't call them that. That's weird. But you get what I'm saying.
I've avoided rhyming in general.
Yeah.
Seems to be people don't seem to enjoy that. Well, no, it's this isn't funny at all. It's just true. It's more the logistics planning of it, where it's like, oh, well, should we like, okay, well, I'm free next week on Tuesday, and then it's that part of it where, and I can't explain it other than like, if you're having 4 of those conversations at once, you're trying to sort of focus on one person, but then also be like, okay, but then also this other person I'm talking to.
Right.
And then it just becomes like a your brain slides off it, and then you're like, well, the first person to lock it in is getting the date.
I've got the perfect solution for you. The perfect solution.
Is it something you're sponsored to say?
Tinder's new high-end plan says it will improve your chances with the most sought-after users and let you message people you're not matched with.
What?
Tinder announced a $499 per month invite-only subscription called Tinder Select.
Holy shit.
As part of the premium plan, subscribers can message people they've not matched with, while the most sought after users will see their profiles. They keep putting most sought after in inverted commas. Tinder says it will only offer the plan to less than 1% of its users it considers, quote, extremely attractive, and that the applications will open up on a rolling basis.
Don't know what that means.
Look, I'll tell you this much. Okay, if I was getting back into the dating pool, I'm 6 liters of fun. Okay, I know that. I'm a chubby fun star. I get it. Now, that already makes it difficult. If I apply to Tinder Select and I get a rejection letter that tells me I'm too fugly to join, I don't think I could handle that. That might be too much for me. Don't open with that. If you're getting back into the dating pool, don't open with this. It's going to put you off.
Top 1%. Should I apply for Tinder Select?
Well,
I'm not really a power user of Tinder, but
I think if we, Colin, Bleach and I, we take our skills and we apply it to your Tinder profile, I think after a certain amount of time, with such an increase in traffic, Tinder will have to maybe bend some of their rules and let in the best performing profiles as well.
Oh, see, this is good. You say I'm not top 1% of hottest people, James?
We know that there is a subset of highly engaged and active users who prioritize more effective and efficient ways to find connections, said Tinder's Chief Product Officer, Mark Van Ryswick. So we engaged in extensive tests and feedback with this audience over the past several months to develop a completely new offering. If selected to apply, users will have to meet the company's 5-point select screen.
Yeah, here we
go. That means their profile must include a verified photo, a biography, 5 interests, at least 4 images, and details about what kind of relationship they're looking for. If their application is approved, members can be added to they'll have an exclusive badge added to their profile, like Twitter's new blue checkmark option. Select members can also choose to hide the badge, just in case they don't want people to know they paid for the highest tier package.
Yeah. Guys, I paid for the premium deluxe fuck pack, and I want to keep that under wraps. That for me, that's for me to know and for you to never find out.
I don't need the premium fuck pack badge on my profile. You know what I mean?
If I could ask you guys one favor, it's to take off the premium fuck pack badge, only so that I don't want to make other people feel bad for not getting the premium fuck pack badge. I'm really doing them a favor. So
it's for them. It's not even for me. So selfless. Thank you.
I'm so selfless. And if you want to grab a coffee or a drink or something, like, I don't know, just like, I mean, should we exchange numbers? Like, that's crazy. You seem great. And we obviously live in the same city, so that's crazy. Maybe we should just, I don't know, we should just get together. No pressure, like whatever.
And I don't know if this is going to be like relevant to you, or if you're even going to be impressed by this, but I have Brisbane's best Hinge profile.
And I'm also top 1% of hottest people on Tinder. And I didn't make that judgment. They made that judgment.
Yeah.
That's the Tinder people.
I feel like this is because everything starts with exclusivity. Even Gmail started with invite only.
To get that invite. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think that eventually this is going to reach a point where, because it's what you're going to make this, the top 1% of the most attractive lads and ladies, and then what? They also have to pay $500 a month. They're going to milk that cash cow at some point. They're going to open the floodgates.
They gotta, because if you're not, I don't know. Also, I don't know what that means. Like, top 1%. is so, like it's such a fucking amorphous concept because the thing about these apps is like everybody goes in looking for different things, right? So like a lot of people who I don't have a lot of time for are like, oh, I need someone who wants to do adventures and outdoor activities and stuff, and I'm like, I'd rather do something to myself that isn't pleasant, that I apparently should no longer joke about. But like that to me is a big turnoff. But I feel like so many users, that's a thing that they would match to because it's like a generic, safe thing to put on your profile. That it
Right.
like what is top 1%? Like, is it? Obviously, they've sketched out the criteria, but do they just mean raw numbers wise? The people who get the most likes gain access to this.
I would imagine that they put some type of pretty algorithm in that then goes through and scans everyone's faces. Probably the most symmetrical heads are going to get
Pretty
the
vision.
first, the first round of invites. I would imagine. The new subscription comes over a year after Tinder's parent company Match Group purchased the invite-only dating app The League, which targets, quote, ambitious career-oriented singles. That app costs up to $1,000 a week.
Huh?
Its success inspired Tinder Select. Its success. So it was so good that Tinder said, we need to buy that and incorporate it into our thing. But unlike Tinder, the League uses actual human matchmakers, not just algorithms, that could help subscribers justify the cost. In contrast, Tinder Select tacks more features onto 3 existing plans, which start at $24.99 per month. For example, with Select, Tinder promises increased visibility, including among its most sought-after users, while Tinder Select profiles will be unblurred in someone's likes you grid, even if that person doesn't pay for gold or platinum subscription. I guess that's that's inside baseball. I guess you'd have to use the app to know what that means.
I don't know if I can. I'm not logged in on Tinder right now. Otherwise I'd show you. But basically, the tantalizing prospect of Tinder is that you log in, and normally it works the way you think Tinder does in your head, which is you swipe and left or right, and then if you swipe on someone that swiped you, or vice versa, then you can message each other.
Okay.
There is a button. Actually, I think I can bring it up on Hinge because Hinge is a lot more forgiving. So Hinge, you can, and you've seen this before. You can see who likes you, right?
Yes.
You can actually see it. I don't have to pay for that. On Tinder, that's paywalled. So it just says 8 people liked you this week. And then you can pay.
They're fudging those numbers, dude. My fucking the password manager that I pay for, that I've paid hundreds of dollars to have, like the whatever one they had to get a bunch of years, right? So I was like, fuck it, one and done. Do a big payment now that I've got it for years. Every time I log into it, they're like, oh, breach watch. Ooh. Your info's at risk. Pay us that extra $10.99 a month and you can see what info's been breached on Breach Watch. Mm. And it's like, dude, I don't give a shit. And if my shit got breached on Breach Watch, then your fucking password manager ain't doing its goddamn job. Okay?
Yeah, then that's what I pay you for.
That's it. What are you upselling me on? Oh, it's not very secure. You're my security. What do you mean it's not secure?
Isn't that chart? That's like if you were paying for car insurance and they were like, whoa. But if we give you the car insurance, but what if a wheel falls off? You're going to want to insure your insurance.
You never said you wanted all 4 wheels to work.
So
don't pay us extra. Give us that wheel cover.
I have to read you this copy from the League's website, James.
Okay.
Meet ambitious, career-oriented singles.
Yep.
Date someone who grabs life by the goals. Because you thought...
Fucking atrocious, awful. Yep, next.
We curate your prospects for quality over quantity. And then the pièce de resistance that makes me want to blow my brains out more than usual. James, let me tell you, it's okay to marry someone just for their goals.
Oh, okay. No, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Oh, yeah, that's insane.
Your KPIs are very sexy to me.
Yes.
Oh.
Getting into December now. Obviously, you have a yearly planner, maybe a yearly list of things you'd like to accomplish. Let's bring that bad boy up. Let's see how many X's we got in days for completed tasks and how many fucking empty spaces we've got. Because I'll tell you right now, you're missing more than fucking 30%, dude. I ain't marrying ya.
Babe, let me see that 5-year plan, if you know what I mean. Let me get
Dude,
let
so
me get it.
sexy.
Let me
That's
get
so
it,
sexy.
let me get it that 5-year plan, baby.
Hey,
I
do
just
me a
want to
favor real
see
quick.
it. Let me look at it real quick.
Show me last year's tax return. What's up with that? Let me
Open
see that
shit
real quick.
up. Take the cover off that bad boy. Get that shit naked right in front of me, bro.
Platinum members can already message people they like before they match, and that's just for $29.99 a month. Despite all that, match group executives have high hopes that Tinder Select. Despite all that, match group executives have high hopes for Tinder Select. At a city conference this month, match group president Gary Swidler, which is very close to Swindler,
Sounds made up. Could be
said
same.
he believes.
Hey, has anyone seen them in the same room together?
Hey, is that Gary Swindler or is that Barry Swindler? Who knows? Never seen them together.
Never seen them together.
Gary Swindler said that he believes the Tinder Select offering, which could cost a user $6,000 for a year, will significantly impact revenue. Of course it will.
And that's US dollars, right? That has to be.
Yes. So far, Tinder Select's main appeal seems to lie in its exclusivity and the opportunity to improve your chances with the most sought after users.
I still don't know. That still makes me really uncomfortable as a concept.
This feels like a mid-tier between, dude, $1,000 a week. That's so you just much. Going, look, I make far too much money and I just don't have time. But I do want to do all the traditional life bullshit, you know, find love, marry, kid, house with picket fence, dog, cemetery, death. Okay. I want to hit all the milestones. Now, I'm very busy at work, so you find the bevy of babs for me to date, and then I'll do the rest, okay? I'll do the kid picket fence dog death, okay? Thank you.
No, I'll pay someone to do that. Now there is like an inherent contradiction, right? Because people who are wealthy enough to afford this are the same people who are wealthy enough to have the time to work this stuff out without these applications. Part of the appeal of the dating app is that, like, you're a busy person who has to, like, hustle to make a living so that they don't starve and die under capitalism.
Yeah.
And the target demographic for this is people that don't have to worry about that, who are the same people that have the time and money to be shredded and have good nutrition and all the bullshit and the 27 cars and the fucking 7 investment, whatever. Like, they're the one group of people that don't need this because they're rich. They have time. They have the one luxury that none of us have. And they're pitching to those people saying, hey, do you want to spend some of that money that you protect, even though you have so much of it, some of that money you protect and try not to spend, if at all possible, for your employee salaries? Do you want to spend some of that kashish just to shortcut and meet other 1%? Like, you're already going to blood orgies and end of the world parties and shit. Like, you're a 1%er, Holmes. You're getting flown out to all the sex islands and stuff. You don't need this.
Yeah. You're in like a air-conditioned yurt at Burning Man plowing.
Yeah.
You know?
With a butler who's bringing you Gatorade between plow sessions and also recruiting, as you'd be well aware, the next plow sesh. Like, you've got it on lock. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The good news is, though, that I think soon enough, you know, the everyman won't need Tinder because we'll be meeting people way more often. When we're at like public gathering executions of the rich, you know what I mean? Or we're going to be bumping into so many people. You know what
James,
I mean?
I might meet my wife.
What are they doing today? They're decapitating some mining magnate? Okay, of course I'm going to be there. Oh, who's this wonderful lady reading an interesting book, you know? When we're all in, you know, the trenches, warfaring it out between the classes, us regos versus the big guys, you know? Yeah. We'll be bumping shoulders with randos in the trenches, you know, sharing our war stories over a cup of coffee, you know? Be great.
Yeah. I will meet my wife as I try and Scott Morrison.
Yeah. Well, is that a That might be. Hold on.
Is that legally? Hang on. Yeah,
that is. Yeah.
That's a
I
joke.
think what you've done is
That's commentary and parody. I don't want to kill Scott Morrison for all the things he
okay.
did to
Well,
this
the more
country.
you say it, okay, it makes it harder to edit. It makes it harder to bleep out. You know what I mean? When you keep repeating.
No,
when you
for
keep
sure.
repeating the crime, it makes it very difficult. Yeah.
No, I understand. Let me clarify. I don't want to kill Scott Morrison because of the subtle ways that he manipulated our economy during a time of crisis that led to a lot of people dying and pouring millions of dollars into the pockets of mining magnates and healthcare industries at the risk and at the expense of the everyday person. I don't want to kill him for that.
I distance myself from that. And obviously any law enforcement that I'd be happy to cooperate. David, my daughter-in-law, this is an advice podcast. I figure
we sometimes do advice. Yeah.
Let's do a little bit of advice.
We have a quota. The big man upstairs said at least one advice per episode. And let me tell you, we've hit 2 out of 3 strikes this year. And if we get a 3rd strike, they take our advice card. So,
I can't afford to lose my card again.
It's so expensive to get relicensed. And you know that the guy at the advice DMV hates me. Every time I walk in, he rolls his fucking eyes. And it's like, and every time you come in, it's like he greets you like a fucking long lost brother. And we went the same day. Like, I don't know what you did differently. He just hates me.
Very, very easy to wrap your head around that one. You said it before when you're out on dates and you're thinking about, the logistics of the next one and blah, blah, blah. I'm here. When Greg's talking, I'm listening to Greg. You know what I mean? He
always talks about his fucking dogs, James, and I just don't care.
Greg loves his dogs, you know?
Yeah, and I'm sick of hearing about it.
Birdie and Beetle, he loves them. You know, you should ask him about his dogs. He loves those dogs.
Do you think it'll make the transaction go quicker? Because I'm worried talking to him it could be slower, and then I have to fucking hear more about. You know, he used to have the walk this way. Why do I care? I'm trying to get my license back.
You know, sometimes you just got to slow it down. Sometimes you just got to slow it down. You got to talk to people. You know.
Yeah, I guess.
People are all we got. You know.
Yeah. Could you submit mine for me, maybe? If you have such a good
I'm not going to do that. I've got so much to do. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
David. In the summer of 2011, my wife and I purchased a top-of-the-line Jopen vibrator. Didn't look it up. I don't know if that's a good one or not.
I'm doing it now.
We used it a few times, and we're just beginning to really integrate it into our sex lives when my wife died suddenly of a heart attack.
Okay, that's going to really undercut.
That's not funny, but what is funny is that he felt the need to say the vibrator had nothing to do with that.
Okay, very quickly.
Yes.
If you had to guess, how much do you think the top-of-the-line Jopen vibrator costs?
I would imagine that if he is mentioning it by name, that he would assume that there are some Jopen aficionados out there. I'm going to say like $6.99.
$150, baby.
It's only $150?
Yeah, it's not an expensive piece of hardware.
This guy's like, we really rolled out the Rolls Royce of vibrators. The Jopen. You obviously, people in the know the Jopen. Yeah, top of the line stuff. How much is that one? $150. Oh,
cheaper than a Dyson hairdryer, which has also come up in my search for some reason. Go put 2 and 2 together. I don't know what to tell you there.
What's for the? I'd imagine
it's not a hairdryer. It's a Dyson.
It's a Dyson. What? Sorry.
Flow handheld. It's not Dyson, but it looks like a Dyson. It's a.
What has happened? What have you looked at and mistaken? You've mistaken a vibrator for a hairdryer. It looks like a
Dyson. It looks like a Dyson. You keep going. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna somehow put this image on screen. Hold on, because it looks like a fucking Dyson, James. It looks like a Dyson hairdryer.
Sorry, that looks like a massage gun.
Well, in the thumbnail, it looked like a.
That looks like a Dyson hairdryer to you? That looks like one of those sports massage guns.
It might be that. I mean, you could massage sexually.
Yeah, if you wanted to fucking beat the brakes off his balls. What the fuck?
I don't know what's happening to me, James. I'm losing my fucking mind.
So they used it a couple times. She died, had nothing to do with the vibrator.
For sure.
Now, more than a year
Suspicious,
later,
but-
I've begun to date again. I've met a woman with an open mind that I'm thinking she might be interested in using the vibrator,
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
but I'm not sure how or whether to suggest it. Is it creepy to offer a dead woman's vibrator to someone else? It is when you word it like that.
If you phrase it that way, yes.
Hey, I was wondering, should I use
up, man?
this fucking ghost pussy vibrator on my new GF? Should I do that? Hey,
Is she
so I've got the
also a
vibrator
ghost,
from my
or-
dead wife. I've got a dead woman's vibrator. Is it cool if I use that with someone else? And that's a cool way to sort of gauge
That's
that
a
question
normal
as well, yeah?
way
That's
to
a normal way
phrase
to
it,
ask it. Yeah, cool.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's super normal.
I'm not sure how or whether to suggest it. Is it creepy to offer a dead woman's vibrator to someone else? Yes, when you ask like that.
Yes, if you phrase it that way.
Oh, also, just yes, buy new toys for new people in general.
Period.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's James. Hey, that's good advice. Period.
Yeah.
Buy new toys for new people. That just seems sanitary, if nothing else.
Yes. Let's go a toy per person. Let's think about it in those terms.
Okay, well, I'm not made of
Pretty
money.
easy. Okay, that's
I
its
didn't mean
own
I'd have
issue.
to buy
Well, then
3
don't buy any.
toys. That's a
Don't
lot.
buy. Okay, dude.
I can't afford that.
And if so, so not sure how or whether to suggest it. Is it creepy to offer a dead woman's vibrator to someone else? And if so, what else can I do with it? Sell it on Craigslist? It's an expensive piece of equipment, barely used, and it should be employed and loved once again. All of my wife's other major possessions found wonderful new homes with dear friends of hers. But then again, a vibrator's got a different, well, vibe about it.
No,
Sell it, toss it, or share it. And that's from Oscillating.
I don't know. Can you sell it? Is that?
Dude, this guy fucking half wrote a Facebook ad in this thing where he says it's an expensive piece of equipment, barely used, and it should be employed and loved once again.
Ugh.
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah, there's a reason why op shops don't sell underwear.
It's $150. It's $150. You fucking acted like you were bringing out the McLaren of fucking vibrators, dude. It's $150. Keep it for a sentimental value or whatever, or throw it in the bin, dude. Either just be done with it. Keep it or be done with it. Don't try and use it on other people. Don't try and sell it on fucking Craigslist. Don't try and gift it to one of her friends. Hi, Lauren. Yeah. No, I know it's the anniversary. I know.
Yeah.
It's been a tough day for me. But not too tough because obviously that new girlfriend that I've got. So yeah, I know. I can't believe I got over it so quickly.
It's crazy,
so,
I know.
but one thing before Lara died is, and I love to see that you've got her painting on the wall. She would have really loved that. She also wanted you to have something else. And I don't know how you'll feel about it. So I'm just going to leave it here. Let's just say it's a Jopen, top of the line, barely used, should be loved. You open it in your own time. Text me if, let me know how it goes. But Lara wanted you to have this. And also enjoy.
Now, I think that you might be overlooking a potentially lucrative opportunity.
Oh, no.
There is a lot of... There is a big market.
Probably? Cool. Let's dive right in.
There's a big market for haunted artifacts.
Oh,
online.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Now, it's going to take a bit of work and a bit of ad copy, and ChatGPT is not going to cut it. It's going to require an artisan. But I'm thinking, what if there's a ghost in this Jopen?
It's a haunted Jopen. Dude,
You know that shit's going to go for like $1,000.
I'm going to eBay right now. Just to give you a lay of the land. I'm just I'm going with haunted objects. Okay.
I was worried you were going to see if we had competition.
Well, is there a Venn diagram of like, I look up haunted items. I look up. Oh, no, that's not going to be a thing, is it? Oh, thank God. Thank God. These all look new and they look like, dude, eBay has really changed since the last time I was on eBay, which was
What, 2013?
fucking dog.
Yeah.
I don't even know when, right?
Yeah.
eBay is all like just
It's just
regular.
Amazon.
It's just Amazon basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Except you can bid on stuff if you want.
So I'm gonna have to type in the word used, aren't I?
Well, it feels bad to do, but I think for science you have to.
So far we look pretty good. It looks like it's just people selling sports massages that they've used. So it's nothing raunchy. There's
Okay, good.
nothing potentially hazardous. Because this is the type of thing really that would kick off like a Last of Us style scenario.
For sure.
Is some type of mixed infection from a used fucking thing on someone else's bits, and then it got into them, and then it mushroomed them up, and then they fucked people up. You know what I mean?
Let me hit you with the ad copy. Okay. Are you ready?
This is your Facebook listing that you're gonna post?
Confirmed haunted device. Dash. Not a hoax. That's the
Perfect.
headline.
Love it. I
you-
often feel so trusting of things that tell me in the headline that this isn't a hoax or a scam. So I'm right on board.
Body of the copy. I wish I didn't have to write this. Period.
Oh shit. Yes, this is so 1990s horror film advertising. This is great. Continue.
I haven't slept in weeks. And if you're reading this, reader, be warned. What you're about to learn cannot be unlearned. Period.
Wow, okay. They're
Paragraph break.
really selling it. All right, I'm fully juiced.
I first noticed it 3 weeks ago. A sound when I was sleeping. Half in sleep, half out of sleep. Some sound on my periphery. Period. I got out of bed. Started to fumble in the darkness. Found my phone line and turned my flashlight on. I went to flip the lamp, but none of the electricity worked. And all I could hear all the time is this buzzing sound growing louder. And you would never guess it was from the basement. And so I clambered down the stairs in the dark. The buzzing growing ever louder. And I opened the door to the basement. I began to clamber down the stairs, and every reflection on every surface looks like a pair of eyes looking back at me. And as the buzzing grows louder and I approach the box with the last of my wife's belongings, my late wife, period. New paragraph. I discovered the haunted device. Here for sale. Enclosed. Be warned, you must be of strong mind and of strong body and of strong soul, and be knowledgeable of the occult to contain such a device. Enclosed within is the specification. Please, anyone, take this off my hands, but be careful. Period. And then we never say what it is, and we just ship it and see what happens. Like we don't have to list what it is. The device is haunted, and then maybe there's like a read more, and it's the other incidents where that's occurred. But I think,
Dude,
is that working for you?
yes. Can I hit you with mine? It's much more succinct. It's maybe a little bit more gothic in nature, but we'll address that in like the photography, the product photography that we put up.
Can I cold call this for a sec?
What do you mean?
Is it? Do you think of like Beating Heart, Edgar Allan Poe? Sorry, you go. I don't want to step on your bit. You go.
Once upon a midnight eerie, while I lingered, tired and leery, over many a strange and spurious tale of spirits galore. While I nodded, nearly dozing, suddenly there came a buzzing as of some device vibrating near the floor. "'Tis some gadget," I whispered, buzzing from beneath the floor. "Only this, and nothing more."
Oh. This is already really uncomfortable because it's already a lot of the words, and I keep expecting you to say the right word because I know it so well. This is upsetting. This is hurting me physically to hear.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
It's
succinct.
It's mysterious in nature. It's sexy. It's gothic, you know?
That's kind of a theme so far, I think.
Sexiness?
Sexy, gothic, academic, sexy. Mostly sexy.
What are you fucking tagging a porn video? Sexy, academic, gothic, sexy.
Hashtag sexy
Jesus.
gothic, hashtag academic,
Yeah.
hashtag sexy academic. Okay, that's strong. Could be somehow. I mean, I feel like one of the things that you want to be doing is you want to be communicating the mysterious occult nature of the artifact. And I think you've hit the nail on the head there, James. I think what you've done is you've left room for imagination, haven't you?
Yes.
And that's really important. You've let the reader can fill in the details themselves.
What I do like potentially though about your one is we could really ghost hunter a lot of the images that go up with it. You know, maybe we attach like a short video where we do like an EVP reading. We have like one of those little EVP devices next to the vibrator and we ask it questions, you know, is there something horny in the room with us? And it like the EV machine starts to go off and then we're like, oh my God. And then that's where the video ends. Yeah.
Oh, right. And like at the last second, the camcorder gets knocked over.
Yeah. And you're just in the corner of the room, back facing the camera, you know, standing in the corner. You know, the very Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, we are going to have to invest in
jerking. Sorry, you're back faced in the corner. You are jerking. Sorry, but had to keep it on theme. I'm so sorry, but it's theme relevant. It's theme relevant, dude. Okay. Now, do you want to sell this thing or not?
I can't
Get in
believe
that corner and jerk it for the video.
I can't believe you've done this to me. I can't believe. Not only have we've invested in an EVP machine that we can never reuse because it's all phony.
Yeah.
Why am I the one jerking in the corner?
I'm directing. I'm directing.
Why can't we pay an actor?
Oh, what are we made of money? This is a small indie budget, okay?
You have to spend money to make money. That's basic business.
Well, I'm going to spend money by boosting the post, okay? I don't want any money to go into production. I want it to go purely on marketing.
Oh, shit. Do you work for Disney? That's crazy.
I think, do that. Sell it, but make it ghosty.
Yeah. Sell it and never say the phrase out loud or type again. The sentence, is it creepy to offer a dead woman's vibrator to someone else?
Yeah.
Because what happens when you say that is you curse us all forever.
Yeah.
For hearing that out loud and for reading
it's hard to unhear it. Yeah.
It's sort of it's kind of the sex toy equivalent of saying like Bloody Mary 3 times in a mirror. It's with you forever.
It feels even more strange when you consider the fact that this person was at home, thought about this so much that they then went to an electronic device connected to the internet, and then they brought up an advice column and emailed the advice column earnestly seeking, you know, what should I do with this thing? When in doubt, chuck it out, okay?
Or maybe like, well, hang on. Maybe like go to the dump and recycle it in the electronics section. We don't want to like produce e-waste here.
Because then it's so much easier to say when in doubt, chuck it out, because now you're leaving room for when you dump it, hump it. And it's like, we don't want to like get into the territory. We want to make it very clear what the goal is when it comes to throwing out the sex toy.
You had that real quick off the top of the dome. You said that rhyme preloaded?
Did you know that I love portmanteaus? I love a rhyme.
True.
I love a headline. I love a subheading. I'm all about that. Do we feel good about it?
Yeah, I mean,
the haunted resale.
Look, the eBay listing is a slam dunk. At least it's going somewhere, and you know that it's not going to get used for gross stuff unless you sell it to. Maybe you need to have a disclaimer, which is like, not for gross people, because there's a risk that this is someone's turn on. Is what I'm saying.
No yuck fucks.
No yuckos. No grossos. But I think like I and here's the thing, James. It starts with the vibrator.
Yeah.
But this, once you get that reputation, that 5 stars on eBay, that's a pretty good passive income. Next up, it could be new haunted device. This time it's a toaster.
Dude,
like
yes. Oh, we
Do you know what I mean?
cabinet of curiosities this thing. We really do.
Anything you have left over that was your wife's, get that shit up for a listing. You're gonna make a bank off of it.
Is this a new section? And again, this is an advice podcast, but so often do we end up coming up with this really should be in the comedy and business categories for podcasts, because how do you feel about horny oddities?
Ooh. Okay.
How do you feel about that as a concept?
Right. So sort of a needful things style shop, but instead of the devil selling you the one thing you need that but it comes at the cost of the thing you want or whatever. You sort of want to do that, but a bit sexy.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting, I think, as a concept. I'm seeing a lot of branding opportunities. Okay. And I don't think anyone's doing this. Do you know what I mean? I think it's fresh earth that we could try to palm. Branding, marketing, sales. This is a niche no one's
blue
capitalized
ocean
on.
strategy is what this is, right?
We are
first to the market.
Line.
Yes.
Oh, and you want to have that first entry benefit. You want to have that advantage. I'm seeing all kinds of things, James. I'm seeing commissioned artwork. I'm seeing t-shirts. I'm seeing merchandise. There's a whole bee business spun off on the side. People celebrating the fact that this is now an accepted niche. We don't only have the ability to sell trinkets that are oddities that are kind of horny. We can also build a merch company around it, drop ship that motherfucker. That's passive income, baby. And you too can be your own boss working from home with your own horny oddities business. We spin up a coaching service, James. We could do this is we've just done a grift. Sorry. I went too far. Just the oldest grift.
Dog, you're trying to grift? Are you trying to grift our fucking...
I got too excited.
Dude,
I got too excited. Just give me $100 and I'll teach you how to set up your own horny oddities.
No, we're just doing the horny oddities store.
Okay, we're not doing the merch and the coaching and the... You don't want to drop ship? And be your own boss working from home?
No, I want these to be unique, one of a kind, high price tag, boutique style horny oddities.
We sell 4 in a year and we've made that's enough for everyone's salaries.
Yes. Now,
okay, I like this.
Can I give you some potential names?
Yes, go for it. I'd love to hear them.
Mystic Pleasures. You don't love Mystic Pleasures?
No good.
Okay.
Not enough sauce on it. Too obvious.
Mystic Moans.
Hey, bud?
Yeah.
That could be it.
Phantom Pleasure Parlor.
What about Phantom Pleasures?
Phantom Pleasures feels very Phantom of the Opera, whereas Phantom Pleasures Parlor feels more circusy, more like freak show type era, P.T. Barnum type.
It's a spectacle.
Yeah. Ethereal erotica. Keep in mind, these are all, it's dimly lit, it's dark, it's a lot of wood, it's warm lighting. It's one of those, think kind of like how a Harry Potter style storefront looks, very Edinburgh-esque. It looks like that. That's how you sort of enter. We wear old suits, obviously, pinstripe suits probably, slicked back hair, the whole thing.
Oh, of course.
We're going very deep on
because I was going to say eternal oddities or eternal, do you know what I mean? We want it because we also want the business to feel like it's been around forever.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's what you want when you enter a market. You want to feel like you're already the player that exists. I feel like the vibe we want is these guys have been around selling horny trinkets forever.
Yes. Yes.
Now, every now and then I think to myself,
we also want paintings on the wall. We want paintings on the wall that are very old, but the people in them kind of look like us. I want as an extra layer to this, I want people to think,
no, that's
are these
genius.
time travelers? Have these guys been around forever? Have they sold their soul to the devil?
Gold.
Yes.
That's fucking gold. We get someone to Photoshop us into all kinds of historical photos. The first ever photograph, we're in there now. Those guys sitting on that rebar thing in New York, that famous photo, we're on the rebar now.
I love that. Yeah.
We've always been here selling horny trinkets.
We're timeless.
Don't clip that out of context.
Our horniness is timeless.
There's something there.
Timeless titillations?
We can't call our business. We can't include in our business name the word titillations.
Can that be a subheading on our business card, written in stamped and like embossed in gold? Timeless titillations.
That's the you love a tagline. That's the tagline.
Or I want it hidden maybe in like there's like a fancy sort of pattern around the edge of the business card, and secretly inscribed in there is timeless titillations.
Perfect.
I want it hidden. You know what I mean? I want it in there somewhere. I want to know it's in there, but I want it hidden.
I think that when we invariably hire a staff, I think when they complete a purchase, we train them to say that. We say, do you need a receipt? And the person says, no, it's 2023. And you say, that's okay. Enjoy and be well and enjoy this timeless titillation. Like that's always the ending tagline once you purchase a good from us.
Okay. I like that. Can I hit you with a different energy?
Okay.
First of all, it's cash only. All of our records are kept in a leather-bound book, and we write it in there as we're selling the item.
That's good. That's powerful. Yep.
And I want everyone to leave with a warning. I want us to say to them, some beware,
Yeah.
and remember, always be respectful of the item, or something like that. I want them to walk away with just a little bit of fear.
Right. So you sort of want them to complete a purchase and then sort of
I want to keep up the mystique,
No, I see. There's like a cryptic warning with every purchase. You buy a fleshlight from a guy that was executed by Napoleon or whatever, and then it's like, enjoy the pleasure, but be careful that it doesn't conquer your soul, or you know what I mean, or conquer your life. Like you want to sort of be in that. It should come with a cryptic warning specific to that item, and we can obviously workshop them and have them pre-prepared for the staff because we don't expect them to do that on the spot. But you know what I mean? Like, we really want that needful things energy, I think.
Yeah, and I also love the idea of being like, this fleshlight is from the 17th century, and a man was executed. He was broken on the wheel whilst he was wearing it. And his soul is permanently infused with this. Although we will say this, it's actually quite a calm energy. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
He was brutally massacred, broken on the wheel. Yes. Okay. Yes, that is true. However, he knew it was his time, and it's a very calm, relaxing, ghostly, but sexy energy.
Right. But make sure that you don't get too relaxed. Otherwise you too might break your dick. You don't say that last bit, but that's the implication.
I don't want
that's the unwritten.
I don't want the implication of anything that someone's going to break their goodies on our fun sticks. Okay.
What if it's going to spin like a wheel, James? Because it's haunted. That's the whole. Oh wait, I assumed he was wearing it when he went on the wheel. What's happening?
You were going toe to toe with a fire alarm today.
I think it's someone's car alarm. I don't know what else it would be.
Someone is constantly being broken into, and then the person is resetting it, and then someone is trying to break in again. It's a weird. Or is the car alarm haunted? That's another thing to think about.
Sell that.
Can't. I'm up to my fucking nips in ghostly oddities. Okay. This is a haunted skull, okay? And it's the skull of the sexiest man alive from the 14th century.
Okay. Well, I think on that note, James, maybe we ought to fade out of this one. Maybe it's time this podcast went to its grave. Maybe this episode, I was gonna say is deceased. That's not really.
Maybe something about like finished, because it's like sexy. So like this is like like this is like the after sex cigarette or something. I don't know.
Maybe this episode found its climax, and it's time that we all enjoy the afterglow.
Oh, very good.
Ooh, yeah.
As we throw to the stream ending screen, that's David's one, and I'm gonna say this episode nutted.
Yeah,
kind of the same energy.
Yeah, it's good. It's right. Good wordplay.
David, we did it.
Oh,
you can find
finished.
You can find all the links where the links go in the show notes. You can submit a question. You can do that via email, or you can do it audibly, 90 seconds at a time via SpeakPipe. Also in the show notes. Check that out. Join us live every Thursday. Every Thursday, live at 6 p.m., except for this week when it was 5 p.m., and except for the week before when it was 4:30 p.m.
And the week before that. But normally, I can't stress this enough. Regularly, we do it at 6 p.m. Okay. One of the most important things you can do is, one, go to our YouTube, youtube.com/@Black Swan Society. Subscribe. More videos to come. Bell icon. Subscribe and bell it. Comment, like, subscribe, bell.
And the other thing that you can do is chuck us a rating and review on your podcast catcher of choice. Jokes. It's pretty much only Apple that matters, so do it there. I don't care if you're an Android user, okay? I don't care if you use a Lenovo laptop and a Samsung Galaxy. Fucking who gives a shit, okay?
What is happening?
I need you to go to Apple Podcasts and leave a rating and review, please. And also, I'm sorry about yelling at you about it.
What just happened?